Alright, what's up guys, it's Dmitry and this is my recently finished saber build, custom saber build. It's a Master Yoda lightsaber I built using Frog Apprentice hilt kit made by Lethal Crystal back in 2014. He made only 55 kits. And I did a couple modifications to it. So I made a new blade socket to accommodate 7/8 inch blade. It looks like this. It's a high quality CNC machined piece and sandblasted and black anodized, just like an original. This is the original one, you can see. So the original was made for 3/4 inch blades, and I modified this piece to make a blade plug. So this is the blade rotation screw, and I just made a simple shine through blade plug because my build has my NPXL Pixelblade connectors with LEDs, so it makes the blade plug lit without any LEDs in the blade plug. Also, I modified the pommel to fit a 24mm speaker because the original one had a very small and flat speaker which doesn't sound good and loud, and it had too big connector for speaker, so I made my own. Mine connector uses pogo pin connections and a PCB, so it's super low profile, takes super much less space, so I could fit a 24mm speaker. Also, I had to bore a bigger internal diameter, but it's not a problem. It can be made. So what I have, I also made a custom chassis for this saber. I'll show you the original chassis that came with this hilt kit. This is the original one. This saber came to me from a customer. He wanted me to upgrade it from his Crystal Focus version 8, I think. Yeah, it's version 8. This is what was in this saber. I completely disassembled all it. But this chassis couldn't fit a full 1865 battery, just because it was designed that way, and Crystal Focus didn't fit with larger batteries. So it took really small capacity and small power batteries that just don't work with no Pixelblades. Also, it was a tri-cree build, so I completely remade it all and made my own chassis for Tri-Cree or NPXL, whatever you want. So let's fire it up. This is the original kill switch.
Yes, Jedi strength flows from the Force.
On same place. I installed Proffieboard in this and programmed all accent LEDs, LEDs. Like here, new pixel connector programmed to slowly pulse. I also made two modes using a Blade ID resistor. So Proffieboard registers when you have a blade inserted or when you have no blade. So right now we have no blade, and Proffieboard knows that it must switch to chassis preset. It enables all accent LEDs in the chassis and new pixel connector.
That lightsaber was Luke's.
This is next preset, it's blue.
Luke Skywalker.
Next is green. This is Vader.
Balance.
Some other fonts.
Ray. Light. May the Force be with you. Clear is the... That lightsaber was Luke's.
Of course, this is Proffieboard, so it can run smoothing sound fonts. And with the last update, with the Proffie OS 2.2, it can accept accent swings, so it's really cool. Let me show you.
Luke Skywalker. Lord Vader. Young. Light. May the Force be with you.
Let's look.
Clear is the path to the dark side. That lightsaber was Luke's.
The smoothing. So let's see the chassis. Here on the back, when you remove the pommel, you can see a micro USB port. That's how you program Proffieboard. Micro SD card. To remove it, you must turn off kill switch to completely kill power to the board, and with some plastic pliers just grab the SD card and slightly pull it like that. Put in a PC card reader, write some sound fonts and pull it back. It's the fastest way to write sound fonts to SD card, because Proffieboard can access SD card via USB cable connected, but it's very slow and it takes literally forever to write sound fonts to SD card via the cable. So it's still better to get the SD card out and write to the SD card directly. So what we have here also, speaker connector. This one, this is battery level indicator pixel. So when you turn it on, it starts from red and goes to green is the maximum level battery, then it goes down to blue, lower, then yellow and red, the minimum. So when it's on yellow or red, you must recharge it. These two are just some random accent LEDs, and here on the left this is the Bluetooth switch and Bluetooth status LED. So when you switch it on, LED starts to blink, showing that Bluetooth is enabled and you can connect to it. So to remove the chassis, you must unscrew this kill switch screw head, and to pull the chassis out, remove blade plug, and you can just pull by a finger. Like so, and this is a chassis. It has a kill switch on same place as the original one, same place for switches. I added some brass accent tubes. Here is the Bluetooth module and Proffieboard. Some accent pixel arrays on the sides. Let's switch to the other font. Let's see. Does not switch. Here you go. And of course you can program them to do whatever effect you want using a style editor. And here is a full-size protected 1865 battery, which is removable also for recharging, because this saber has no recharge port. It must recharge the battery. So is the blue one, Vader one, so to remove the battery you must kill the power to soundboard. Then starting from negative side, you can see this is minus, negative, plus, positive, must look forward towards the blade. Negative is on the bottom. So just grab by a finger here, push it slightly forward, and carefully just pull it like so, and battery removed. remember to not put the battery this way, because reverse polarity can kill Proffieboard, so it's very important to always not rush and check that you have positive looking towards the blade. Yeah, it was a really challenging build because it's a very small chassis. This is the smallest saber chassis I ever did, and it was really not real fun to build it. Oops. As you can see, it has a lot of wiring here because so many accent LEDs. So I used data 1 pad for main blade, data 2 pad for the accent pixels, I think, which I did in blade sub-blade array, and data 3 pad for the new pixel connector LEDs. And I used MOSFET outputs 5 and 6 for these two regular LEDs. So this is all completely configurable, and you can program absolutely any effects for any of these accent LEDs if you want. But I already did it, so if you don't want, you can just don't mess with it. So in order, if you need to press these two boot and reset buttons on Proffieboard, in case you need it, because once you press them and install Zadig driver on your PC, you don't need to press them anymore. But if you need to, it's really easy. You just press on plastic chassis on top, like so. You can feel that you can press it. So let's put it all back together. Start with the negative side, then gently push the battery until you hear a click, like this. And this is the kill switch lever part. It goes here over the kill switch head, and it works. So let me show you how it looks when powered. When you power the saber in chassis mode without blade attached, it enables all accent LEDs, and it also has some accent LEDs there behind the blade connector. There are 3 LEDs, pixel LEDs, and they are wired in series and like have a cycling effect. And now insert it back in the saber hilt. So you align buttons with the switch box. Push the chassis, and also you can see that micro USB port is also perfectly aligned with these two grip parts. And check this hole here, so it aligns with the cutout in the hilt for the kill switch screw. Don't tighten this screw too much, because you won't be able to move it back and forth. So adjust the screw so it wasn't too loose, but you also could move it easily. Let me show you how speaker looks here, because you can actually pull it out. I didn't glue it. So this is the 24mm speaker from KR Sabers, and milled out pommel with a little lip here to hold the speaker, and it's easily assembled. Of course, I had to insulate speaker contacts by Kapton tape from pommel aluminum to not short it. And they go in these little grooves here. Like so. So activation doesn't work now, because that's how I programmed configuration file in chassis mode. So you will see now. I programmed the blade to not use a regular blade style, but use a charging style. So let's put the blade in. This is my custom-made 7/8 inch blade. The total length of this blade is only 25 inches. It's very short. Here's my connector. And I used, for the first time, upper 105 strips from New Star LED strips. I think they are great only for short blades like this, and I will explain why. Here is a standard SK6812 strip. It's 12 millimeters wide. Upper 105 is only 10 millimeters wide, this one, but now they made it 8 millimeters wide. But this is not very good, because as you can see, standard SK6812 strip has much wider positive and negative power rails, but upper 105 has much narrower power rails. So in a full 1 meter length, APA 105 doesn't perform very well. It has problems with color mixing, especially when you mix all three colors in white. So it can appear not pure white color at the tip of the blade, and also if you mix for yellow, cyan or purple, it can be different, slightly different color at the tip, because power rails are not wide enough. They can't deliver enough current to the top of to the tip of the strip. So that's why I wouldn't recommend using APA 105 for the full blade length, but in this short blade it consumes much less power and it works great, also because it's narrower strip and it creates less shadowing in the blade. So let's install the blade, and as you can see, it shows battery level. So this is the Proffieboard now is in the chassis mode, so blade is disabled, and instead of the blade usual blade style, it has charging style. To switch it, to make it switch back to the blade mode, you need to disable kill switch and enable it again.
If so powerful you are, why leave?
So as you can see now, Proffieboard switch to the blade mode. Charging style disappeared, and also all accent LEDs turned off. So I can show you, if you remove the blade, you now see there is no light in the connector, and there is no light also in the whole chassis. Actually, these LEDs work because you don't remove the whole chassis, you only remove the pommel, and you need to see some information. But if you remove the chassis in this blade mode, you will see no other lights turned on. It's made for power saving. When you use the saber with blade, you don't reveal your chassis, you don't need those LEDs to light up, obviously, and it's just a great way to save battery power. So let's put it all back together. And of course, in order to enable chassis mode again, you just turn off and turn on again. It's in chassis mode. Turn off, put the blade in, make sure to tighten blade rotation screw till the very end to firmly hold the blade. It's held very well. You can even slightly light dual with it, and turn the kill switch back on. It's in blade mode, so now you can turn it on. So let me quickly show you how Bluetooth remote control works. So you need my Force Sync app. Make sure Bluetooth is enabled on your saber. It says Bluetooth is off, so let's go ahead and enable it. So Yoda is discovered. Connect. Select the Proffieboard. And it shows you battery level in voltage and percent. So you can go ahead and list presets what you have on your Proffieboard. There's name, font name, track. Oops. And you can turn it on, off, play music. Other sound effects.
Hard to see the dark side.
Adjust volume. Also see battery level. Switch between presets.
That lightsaber was Luke's. Luke Skywalker. Lord Vader. The balance.
Forth and back. Also you can switch presets back.
The balance. Lord Vader. Luke Skywalker. That lightsaber was Luke's. I am wondering, why are you here?
Just like that.
That lightsaber was Luke's. Luke Skywalker. Lord Vader. The balance. Young light, may the force be with you. Seismic that. I am wondering, why are you here?
So that's basically it about this Yoda lightsaber build. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. May the Fourth be with you.
So Thanks.